Hello and welcome students. So in this video we are going to cover MEG 14 Block 1 Unit 5 Translation and Gender. We will cover topic summary with clear explanation. This unit talks about how gender, especially the representation of women, is handled in translation. It's part of feminist translation theory, which believes that translation is not just about language but also about power, identity, and representation. Let's discuss why gender matters in translation. In most traditional lectures, man's voice and perspectives dominate, so when we translate text written by or about women, we must be careful not to change or soften their voice, not to ignore or remove the emotional, cultural, and political stance of the original female character, not to lose the original tone, especially if it challenges patriarchy. In short, translators must respect and protect the gendered voice of the original writer. What is feminist translation? Feminist translation started as a movement in the 1970s and 80s. Women translators realized that translations were often biased towards male centered language. Female experiences were either erased or changed to fit traditional roles. Even the grammar and word choices used were often masculine in tone. Feminist translator wanted to change that. Their goal was to make women's voice heard, keep the political meaning of the text alive, show how language shapes gender roles. Now let's discuss some strategies feminist translator use. Number 1. Visibility of translator. Normally translators are invisible, but feminist translators want to show that translation is not neutral. They may add footnotes, comments, or changes that highlight their role and explain choices. Number 2. Rewriting gendered language. In many languages like French, Hindi, or Urdu, words have gender. Feminist translators try to make the gender clear for balanced, not biased. Number 3. Reclaim words. Words like witch, patriarchal, or nagging are often used negatively for women. Feminist translators may challenge or redefine these in translation. Number 4. Translating emotion and tone. If the original female voice is angry, sarcastic, bold, or poetic, the translation should not tone it down. The translator must keep the intensity. Global and Indian contexts. In global literature, translators like Barbara Goddard, Louis von Frotto, and Gayatri Spivak have strongly influenced feminist translation studies. Gayatri Spivak especially focuses on translating works by women and colonized or marginalized communities. She believed the translator must deeply understand the cultural pain and resistance present in such writing. In India, when Dalit or terrible women's stories are translated, feminist translator makes sure their unique voice and struggle are preserved. Here are some key ideas to remember. Translation is not neutral. It can reflect gender bias or fight against it. Feminist translation is a political and creative act. Gendered language, power, and visibility of the translator are all important. Translators must be concise of cultural and emotional depth, especially when dealing with women's texts. This unit shows us that translation is a powerful tool. It can change how women are seen in literature. Feminist translation is not just about changing words, it's about justice, voice, and equality. When you are preparing for MEG 14 exam, remember the main goal. A good feminist translation protects the original message and amplifies the voice of women, especially from marginalized background. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.